morning, Insiders. Welcome to another installment of your Monday download. Today, I've got a core subject that I want to talk about, but let's start out with some shout-outs. I've got a couple of them today. First one is to Todd Sullivan with Keller Williams and his assistant Tara. And then the other is to Karen Shaw, also with Karen Williams. This shout-out is a congratulations for sending in a full, complete submission of your short sale package. The Sullivan Group, they do it very regularly. Karen had one this week that came through, and when Sue was putting in the notes, she said, needed items, nothing. So congratulations to both of you. The reason that's so important and why congratulations are due is because we're finding that agents that don't send in full packages when they submit their files to us, we spend on some of them as much time with you trying to get your homeowner to get documentation into us so we can process the short sale as we do in negotiations with the bank, which is a total bummer. Obviously, some of those banks take a long time to do their negotiations, but we had one recently that was between 2 and 3 weeks of actual negotiation time with the bank, and when we look back on it, we spent about 2 or 3 weeks trying to get the homeowner to get documentation in. So congrats to Todd, his team, and to Karen. And for the rest of you, I would highly recommend that you take that best practice that I sent out the other day about not actually listing the property until you have all of the opening documentation from your seller. If you do that as kind of a non-negotiable, this is how I do my listing of a short sale. I get all my documentation and then I put it on the market. It's a great leverage piece that you can use to make sure you have all that stuff. And then when an offer comes in, you just get your remaining documentation, send it all into us with the offer, and we're good to go. So anyway, that's a best practice that agents are using. So I have something a little bit special for you today. This, if you're not aware, is a fortune cookie, and I believe that I actually have a fortune for all of you here. Okay, the week of April 19th, 2010, you will receive multiple rescissions on your short sale files. Okay, well, what's that supposed to mean? It means that the 2010 homebuyer tax credit is getting ready to expire. You know, as all real estate agents do, this is a big boom in the market right now, that contracts that are mutually accepted before April 30th and close before June 30th receive an $8,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers and $6,500 for move-up buyers. Well, here's the reality, and the reason this fortune has come out this way is that for a short sale, that week of April 19th is 2 weeks before the deadline to have a mutually accepted contract. If a buyer's agent allows their contract to go beyond that point in a short sale and they're not highly confident that that's going to close by June 30th, their buyer may completely lose out on that tax credit. It's just a reality. Here's an action step that would behoove you or in your office to take this week, is to make calls to all of your buyer's agents on your short sale files and ask them what their client's tax credit needs are. Do they have to have the tax credit to be able to close? Are they planning on sending in a rescission on your short sale file if we don't have an approval by a certain time this month? What is their plan? What this does is this allows you to, first of all, kind of figure out what's going to happen on this file. And if they're going to bail on you the week of the 19th, then now would be a good time to start looking for another buyer that doesn't have to have that tax credit. The other thing that you can do is you can actually position that buyer with the benefit of the short sale. So many short sales are such that buyers move in with some equity. So if that's the case, positioning the buyer's agent to then position their buyer that, hey, the tax credit may or may not go through, take a look at how much equity you're going to move into at this purchase price on the short sale. So that way they can make a decision, gosh, $20,000 worth of equity is a lot better than an $8,000 tax credit. I'm going to stick this out. Or, you know what, I don't care about $20,000 worth of equity, because if I don't get that tax credit to pay back my grandmother, who I'm borrowing the money for closing costs for this loan, then I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to buy a house. I won't be able to get financed. So make that call and find out what's going on, because really being proactive at this point is going to be a lot better than your fax machine just spitting out rescissions the week of the 19th over and over and over again, and having to start over with all of these short sale files at that time. Not all your buyers are going to bail on you. Many agents have been positioning offers and buyers, hey, this may not close by the time that it's needed. You know, does your buyer actually have to have the tax credit to close? Of course, anybody buying right now, it would be beneficial. They all want the tax credit. But anyway, that's the call that I recommend that you make. So I'm hoping that for some of you, this fortune doesn't come true, that you get proactive this week, make some phone calls, and find out how you can position your buyers to be able to stay on through the process. So that's all I have for you this week. Have a great week. Send me any questions that you have, either in an email or give me a phone call, and we want to continue to strategize with you and help you grow your short sale business. Thanks, and have a great one. Bye.